Shalom, everyone. This is Up Close and Personal with Reverend Ben Lolo. And this is my dear friend already, my dear friend, Rabbi Yehoshua Ellis. Welcome, Baruch haba. Welcome to the Spanish and Portuguese Synagogue of Montreal. How was it so far?
It's been amazing.
Yeah.
Thank God. Everyone we've met has had goodwill and love and even respect for us, whether it's here in the Spanish, whether it's in the community as well. There's so many people who have such goodwill for the Spanish and extend that to me and my family. It's been really
That's beautiful.
amazing. I never would have imagined. I knew that Montreal was a wonderful place. I knew the Spanish was a wonderful place. I never could have imagined it would be this nice.
That's great. So it says it's a warm community and a warm city. Wait till you see the winter, which is coming up. So,
the spiritual warmth is contrasted to the physical warmth.
Exactly. So I know that you jumped right in when you came to Montreal and to the Spanish. You've had a Shabbat here. This is the second Shabbat that you've had here. The first one when you came to visit, and this Shabbat. So how do you find the atmosphere on Shabbat at the synagogue?
So first I have to say, the tefillot are really moving. I'm used to a bit of a different style.
Sure.
And I really, this is so much nicer. It's so much, it feels like more complete.
More Hamish.
Yeah,
it's a Yiddish word saying like
more at home.
Yeah.
So sort of, I feel more at home in it. It's the tefillot here. They're more absorbing. It's not individuals praying together.
Yeah.
It's a group of people united in prayer.
That's right.
So
that was very nice. Yes, it's a nice group of people. We like to sing. Like, as you can see, the Sephardic style is much more inclusive in a sense where everybody participates in one way or another. So I was a chazan for many years, 25 years for Ashkenazi congregation. So there's beautiful things in both different styles. But what makes the Spanish or Portuguese also very unique is also the potpourri of all the different people that are here, like, the Iraqis, the Lebanese, the Moroccans, etc. How do you find that mixture of different communities coming together?
So my yeshiva, when I was in Yerushalayim, my first yeshiva was Machon Meir. And one of the things I really loved about it was that it was such a cross-section of Israel. That both in terms of, we had people from everywhere in the diaspora. And in my room, my room in the yeshiva, there were 3 other guys, and there were always at least 3 continents represented.
Correct.
But also different in terms of learning. We had people learning every different kind of Torah. So I really love a community that represents the greater community, and so all the different traditions coming together. It's, on the one hand, there's a lot of balancing one has to do. Everyone has a lot of respect and love for their tradition, and that's essential. And so it's in an environment like that, you have to be very careful to never do anything that crosses that, to never,
to respect
everyone, to give them their space, to give them the ability to, but at the same time to be able to do it together. This is really, it reminds me of the 12 tribes praying together at the
Correct. And the atmosphere here in the community at large, and we had recently, and still now, the visit from the chief rabbi of France, Rabbi Corsia, who is interesting because his wife is a very close friend of to a cousin of ours in France.
Nice.
So we really connected very well. Very nice gentleman, very learned, and you saw the Sephardic community really. At its best, really, when we went to that breakfast, when all the different communities of Sephardic communities around Montreal, around the island of Montreal, and you got to meet some people, and you saw the eclectic style of the Sephardic community. Have you had the chance to meet some of the people in the Ashkenazi community yet?
So yesterday I was at a gathering of rabbis, and
Yeah.
there certainly were some of the Ashkenazi rabbis. Our meeting was very quick and mostly exchanging of names.
Hmm.
So I already know before I had any contact with Spanish, I'd already been in contact with Rabbi Shire,
That's right.
who's the rabbi at
Shar Shamayim.
Shar Shamayim. Thank you.
Yes.
I met him actually in Warsaw
Correct.
because he came to do volunteer work with his daughter and some other people from Shar at the beginning of the Ukrainian war.
Correct.
So he was my he helped me make contact with the Spanish.
Correct. I remember speaking with him at we were at Paperman's at one point, and we did a service together, and I had said to him we were looking for a rabbi, and he had told me that he knew someone. And it was you actually that he might refer to refer us, and then I think the ball got rolling from there. Yeah, so and then I think it's a wonderful way of reaching out and meeting the rabbis from this community, Ashkenazi and Sephardic alike. I always wanted, and I still work on it very, ardently, and I like the whole style of trying to bridge the Sephardic and the Ashkenazi community. Um, is that one of your priorities, or is it something that is, if it happens, it's great, but not to focus on that?
For now, first and foremost, my focus is the Spanish.
Correct.
The Spanish. This is I'm there. There are a lot of things I'm thinking about. I'm interested, but even if they're going to, even things I'm going to try and collaborate outside, it has to be specifically for the good of the
Exactly.
Spanish members. So so I haven't thought about that yet.
So that was exactly my line of of questioning was because um, this is what is important, right? To work within the confines of the Spanish and work for the people. But I think it's very important also, right, to bridge the communities and the agencies also. Like, there's so many agencies here, like Federation, Magen David Adom, the Gem Workshop, MADA, and the list goes on and on and on, CSUQ. Um, this lifeline of other agencies and synagogues and people filtering through and coming into the Spanish, I think is so beautiful, because then you kind of feel the power of community, right? And I think this is something that you and I can work on at the same time, in tandem, work at the to make sure that our community, our membership, and our people are well served. Um, Quick question for you.
Please.
I went to the March of the Living, and I took the group. I took the group from Montreal, and we met you there, and you came, and you did a very nice gesture. You came and you gave us poutine. So it was very nice of you to do that, and I think it created a nice bond with the students also. Um, and we went to the synagogue you were at, and we had a very beautiful time. I was privileged, and I want to thank you, giving me the opportunity to lead the services for so many young people. How was your time in Poland?
Poland is an amazing place. I got to do things there I never would have imagined. I got to meet the most extraordinary people. It was my time there was full of extraordinary Jewishness. It lacked ordinary Jewishness. Meaning, other
kosher restaurant.
Jews on the street. One of the most exciting things for me and my family is when we walk around, not only around the Spanish, that we see Jews on the street doing all sorts of daily life things. We never had that.
That's right. It's called the shchune,
right?
The neighborhood.
But the shchune is huge.
And it's very, again, and another eclectic side of it, because you have the Lubavitch, the Chabad, concentrating into the Westbury area, but then you have, the Satmars and the Bells and all, some of them are in the Park Avenue area, and there's then the Sephardim at the Kot St. Luke area. There's a lot of diversity, right?
It's amazing, and it feels very organic. Being Montreal, not only is it's the feeling I have is both a very cosmopolitan and it's a very Jewish place. Meaning, you have people from all over the world here who are happy to stay with their traditions that they grew up with and express them and live that way here.
Correct.
Living together. One of those groups is Jews. But beyond that, it's not just that we're also one of these groups doing our things here. So this is a very Jewish place that people have been, that not only have Jews been living here, but we've created so much of this.
And been
place.
Thriving also,
and thriving. But we've created this space as well.
Correct.
So the shape of this place is very Jewish, which reminds me a lot of Warsaw. This is one thing. Warsaw, there are no Jews today, but it's a city that was created by Jews or with Jews, and as such, it always had, even without the Jews, it had a very Jewish
flair.
But to be in a city that feels Jewish and is full of Jews is so wonderful. It's such an amazing feeling for us. It gives us it gives us such a great sense of nachat ruach just for daily life.
Very nice. So one more question, and I know that maybe with this we should have a second up close and personal to continue on to this line of questioning. What is your hope and aspirations for the next, let's say, 12 months here at the Spanish? What is your primary goal?
So I feel my greatest asset here is that I can come here and realize what an amazing place this is. And I hope to be able to act as a mirror. So that to reflect to everyone here what a unique jewel the Montreal Jewish community is, and in that, and as a foundation to that, how amazing a place the Spanish is. That's not very specific. Beyond that, I really want to work first and foremost with young families. We have such a wonderful tradition, especially with being Jewish gives us so many great tools for being wonderful parents. I really want to start capitalizing on that, trying to get as many families with young children in the synagogue as often as possible.
Get them involved.
But it's for very selfish reasons. I've got young children, so I want my kids to have friends.
Absolutely.
And I want them to do it here. But there's no better place to raise children than a synagogue. And so I want to raise my children here, and I want the synagogue, and I want to raise the children of the synagogue here.
Beautiful. Well, listen, it's been a fantastic time to discuss with you and to see a little bit of your dreams and aspirations for this place, and I'm very happy that you're here and to see you, and I hope that you thrive in this community. All we have to say to our viewers is that we would love to see them here at the synagogue, praying with us, learning with us, and participating in all the beautiful life cycle events here in our congregation. We want to thank you again, Rabbi.
So one last request.
Sure.
Give me a bracha for success. Come on, hand on my head. Give me a bracha.
May you succeed. May you thrive in this community, and may God bless you and your family for health and happiness and prosperity.
Amen.
God bless.
Amen.